Good evening. I am here. It is 11 p.m. on Saturday, June 28th. Hey, Ayla. Pet the fish. What is that? Whose icon is that? Hype Pat. Oh. It's a generic Twitch icon. You could tell I'm a little out of it. I wasn't here Thursday. Well, I was. I was here Thursday morning playing the Persona mobile game. And that was the birthday stream. I was going to show up that evening and do more Fuga, but I was, really tired and I had other stuff to do. And then yesterday I was busy. So I made a, guarantee that I'd be here Saturday. And here I am, and I'm a bit early. I am skipping some stuff that I want to do the stream, but I really want to make sure I get Fuga done this week. Or rather before Tuesday. And the plan is to do some today, do some tomorrow, do some Monday, and hopefully finish it by then so that Tuesday I could do some Mario Kart. But, yeah, the 100% money back guarantee. Hey, Ryoko, how you doing? Good thing we didn't pay nothing. I mean, if you sub to me, you paid $5, $2.50 of which went to Twitch, so you'd have to ask them for that 50% back. But yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna stream Fuga tonight. I miscalculated how much we had left. We have 4 chapters, plus the second half of the one I'm currently on. So that's why I'm kind of gonna try to hoof it a bit. I'm starting at 11. It's probably gonna be go to the normal time, 4 or so. So commence the ramble, yes. So I'm probably gonna try to get 2.5 chapters done, so that we're just up to chapter 11 tomorrow. That would be the most ideal situation. If I have to start at chapter 10 and halfway through chapter 10, that should be fine. The last stream on Monday of it, I want it to be all of just chapter 12. Finally revisited Solata Robo yesterday. Got your first game over on the Orphanage Fire Drill quest. Ooh. I remember that one being kind of annoying. That's the one on the ship, where you have to, break into all the rooms, right? I mean, all the quests kind of boil down to the same thing in Solata Robo. Pick up stuff, go in a room, pick up stuff, go in a room, pick up stuff. Throw stuff at enemies. I love the Little Tail Bronx series, but let's be honest, each game is pretty one-note. You know exactly how each game plays completely within the first, 20 minutes of it. Not to say that's a bad thing. And yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, yesterday I went into VR chat for a bit, talked to some friends, and then kind of just chilled. I've been very, very tired. I haven't been sleeping well the last few weeks, but also, today, I just have had no energy at all. It took a lot of work for me to get, up and running this evening, just to get here for the stream. And I'm hoping that's just me, recovering from the sleep deprivation. Because tomorrow I gotta do some yard work before I go on vacation. One of the side quests has the protagonist from the first game in it. Gotta play that sometime. What little I've seen of it looks incredibly charming. Tail Concerto was very fun. It's a very fun game in atmosphere. Playing it's a little clunky. It's very much a PS1 3D platformer. In fact, if I had to compare it to anything, if you've ever played The Misadventures of Tron Bonne, it's kind of like that, but way more platform oriented, which doesn't necessarily translate super well. But yeah, I've just been tired. I'm here now. I'm feeling a bit better. I'm hoping that tomorrow I'm kind of up and running again normally. I'm ready to go. And yeah, I should be streaming every day between now and Tuesday. Unlike previous years, I'm actually taking the Wednesday before Anthrocon off. But I am going to be busy that day, so I'm not going to be streaming. Like, I mean, I would be leaving the evening I would stream anyway. Maybe. Well, Actually, nah. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Only played a little of the first Mega Man Legends. Another game I really got to visit sometime. Yeah, I've streamed Legends 1. I've played all 3 of them. I'm not a fan of Legends 2. I've said this in the past, but Legends 2 is so... Like, it's a good story, good setting, good atmosphere and music. Actually playing that game is frustrating. Some of the dungeon designs in Legends 2 are just god-awful. And I don't know why. It's because they put a bigger emphasis on, like making, like, a fire dungeon and a water dungeon. And the problem is, like, every single one of them is flawed. To some extent. But, yeah, I don't know. People have been going around saying that Capcom game... Cliffhanger, yeah. People have been going around saying that one Capcom game that was announced, like, 6 years ago, that, like, disappeared and then reappeared a few months ago, or this month, past month, at the, Sony thing. That space game with, like, the little girl in the blue jacket, or whatever. That looks like Maria from Sonic. Pragmata, yeah. There's someone going around saying that they're, like, 90% sure it's, like, a stealth Mega Man reboot, just because of some stuff that shows up in the trailer. And I will admit, there are some vaguely Mega Man-ish looking things in the trailer, but that's also probably because it's just made by Capcom. I think they're doing that on purpose. It's just kind of like a little, you know, hey, look, it's a little reference to Mega Man. I don't think it's actually meant to imply anything. It would be a very weird reboot of Mega Man if that's true, because that's not, like... That's, like, very, like, realistic looking, and that's just not what I associate with Mega Man. It'd be sick to see a mod of that game that gives it more modern controls, like what Prime Hack does for Metroid Prime. Really? I've never seen Prime Hack. Mostly because the only version of Metroid Prime I've played is the Switch version, which has better controls anyway on it. Anyway, birthday was more or less... It was not much, I'm gonna be honest. I got a lot of well wishes for people, and I'm very happy about that. Some of my friends did art for me, which was really nice. Can't share all of it. In fact, I probably can't share any of it on stream. But it was really nice, and I had fun. And it's nice to just have a chill birthday once in a while, even though I was working and it was busy. So, yeah, that's kind of everything that's been happening between Thursday and now. Between the last stream. Oh, regarding the last stream. So I streamed the first 3.5 hours of Persona 5 The Phantom X. Haven't had time to go back to it yet, but I did transfer my save data to my phone. I decided after thinking about how the stream went and just how it played and, like, the fact that it's, you know, a mobile phone game, I'm like, I don't think I want to stream this. I know you could probably get through the whole game without using the gacha system, but apparently, like, along with the stamina and all the other, like, limiting currencies and systems in the game, it just doesn't seem like it'd make a good full stream, and it never was intended to be. So, I think that from here on out, I'm just gonna, if I play the game, I'm just gonna play it on my phone, on my own. I may, like, stream, like a return to it at some point, show how it's going, but, like, I don't know. I didn't think it was gonna be, because here's the thing, I didn't stream Persona 5 Tactica either. I don't have to stream every single Persona spin-off, especially not a dubitably non-canon mobile phone game. That being said, I still do want to stream The Answer for Persona 3. Persona 3 Remake is coming out probably next year, so we're going to stream that. I am going to do Persona 4 Arena's story modes, both of them. And I'll probably do Persona 5 Royal at some point, like in the far future. I've already played Persona 5 on my own, and it was alright. I liked it at the time, but Persona 5 Strikers I felt was a better game. But I do like what they added in Royal, and I actually want to play through that. But not until I've finished 3 and 4 entirely. Played through all of Prime 1 and half of Prime 2 with the keyboard and mouse. It was cool playing that way. That's why I'm kind of excited for Prime 4. Well, I mean, I'm excited. I would be excited for it if Prime 2 and 3 were out on Switch too. But, they probably will be added to GameCube Online. But yeah, Prime 4, playing that with the mouse controls, people who went to the early previews have said it's very good and it works very well. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm not really like, a shooter person, so playing a game like that with a mouse and keyboard when I'm used to playing those games on a console would be interesting. Mouse and controller. Really glad the only gacha game we ever got into was updated terribly, so I could drop it and not spend any more money on it. Infinity Nikki. So many people praised that game. Did it really like shit the bed? I guess Mahjong Salt technically is gacha too, but 1000% cosmetic stuff. I only really play the Pokemon ones. Trading card game, Go, and I used to play Masters EX, or no, not EX. I used to play Pokemon Masters Vanilla, and then when it got its first content update, I just stopped. I'm not really, here's the thing. Years ago, there was rumors of a Mega Man Battle Network gacha game that I think got shit-canned because of the pandemic, because it was planned in, 2018, 2019. I was actually prepared to buy a cable for my capture card to stream that, because I was like, oh, hell yeah. I will drop a whole paycheck on that. But that never happened. But I ended up getting the cable anyway, because I didn't realize Persona 5 X... Phantom X was coming to Steam, so I bought myself a HDMI to USB-C cable to use with my phone, and it does work, but I ended up streaming from the Steam version instead, which, again, the Steam version, using the controls is cool, but, that game is meant to be played like touchscreen or mouse and keyboard. The menu system is just so clunky with the controller. Paycheck. Girl, how much did you drop? I didn't drop anything. The game got canceled. Don't know the full details of how bad the Infinity Nikki updates were, but apparently just scrapped the story they were setting up entirely to do something else. Wow. Well, that's how it goes. Did you see, the greed is becoming worse by the company behind it. The cable. No, I didn't spend a paycheck on the cable. The cable was cheap. You could get those anywhere. Now I completely lost my train of thought. What was it? The sequel to Hypnospace Outlaw has been canceled because the devs just can't, they just couldn't work on it anymore. They just, I don't know the full story behind it, but I know that's kind of like a heartbreaking thing. That, and there was another one too, Hightail. That game also, apparently got canceled recently. And that's shit, seeing indie games have to take the hit like that. Apparently they were both canceled for, similar reasons, which is unfortunate. I hope that the people who put all that hard work into it can, rework those ideas into something else, at least. Anyway, that's kind of it. I wasn't anticipating rambling for 15 minutes here. I thought it was just going to be, a 7 or 8 minute one. Been following Hightail since its announcement 8 years ago, and it's been a mess. Oh, really? I don't know what the deal with Hypnospace Outlaw is, but that game's spiritual successor, apparently it was just too ambitious. Too overly ambitious, and they just couldn't get it to work anymore. It sucks. It really sucks. Anyway, I'm gonna get started here, because it's almost 14 minutes in, and I wanted to start even earlier than this, as always, but it just didn't happen. Get my drink out now, because it's hot in here. Maybe a chance for a revival of Hightail, at least by the original lead who left it 3 years ago. Well, that's good. I hope that works out. And I hope that's hopefully drama-free. Anyway, stick around. I'll be right back. We're going to do Fuga 3.